Alright, hello and welcome. This is episode 36, 36, of Labyrinth of Touhou. And yeah, last time we spent a little time down on Basement 5, but we found a couple of bosses, we fought some shadow characters, and in the end, we ended up fighting that Grandgon, or whatever it was, giant, highly defensive dragon, and that gave us the seal that we need to open up these rocks down here, or up here, on the 22nd floor. So I thought we would start today with a little exploration of the 22nd floor, and, just for fun, I kind of threw in some new characters that maybe they'll just be fodder, but we'll see. But we'll grind a little bit up here, we'll do a little exploration, and play with some characters that we haven't used in a little while. I mean, I guess it'll be more fun for me because I'll probably be cutting out most of the combat, but if anything interesting happens, I'll let you guys know. Anyway, we're using some different characters, and we'll just kind of see how that goes, because it may turn out that we don't have enough library levels in them to actually make them useful up here, but we are kind of over-leveled, so let's see. Okay, this is worth noting. We went through one open thing, and there's one closed thing over here. So either we're going to be dealing with a lot of extra buttons, or we're going to be finding like acceptable paths through the areas based on what button is open. And well, we'll have to do some more exploring before we know which is which. But there we are. So as you can see there, we got our butts handed to us with a couple of characters. We'll probably want to, like, the characters who are a little bit less used, we'll probably want to throw them in, like, as hit and runs. Like Sho especially, because she only has 8,000 hit points, which is ridiculous, honestly. I guess I could give her equipment that increases her hit points more, but I don't know. It's probably library levels. Yeah, her library level, she's at 0 library on everything. So she's like, just barely there. Anyway, we'll keep looking around. You can see that there's a thing over here that's open that we just found. We're just trying to fill in as much of the area as we can before we cross any barriers. And here's another one. Check that out. What's over here? Another pathway that just kind of goes off in one direction. Oh, it connects up. Look at that. So what's going to happen... So we've kind of seen what's happening. It looks like we're going to have just the one button, but we're going to have to use the different paths to navigate to the treasure chests that are locked behind barriers. But as before, we've seen levels like this before, and my strategy for them has been to do as much as you can without touching one button, and then touch the button and finish everything off. That way we don't have to keep going back and hitting the button over and over and over again. So we're going to proceed in that kind of manner, and we'll just see how it goes. So I just hit another one of these things right south of the one that we left closed. I think I'll probably skip a lot of these, because what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to see them once we finish the level. And I'll show the map then, rather than showing you guys every single time I pop over one of these little barrier things. Or so I said, but of course I'm going to definitely show every time that I get treasure chests. You see that I went straight south from where we just were, and here's one that's open, and behind it is a sub-equipment unknowns. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. Unknowns. There it is. Unmanned suicide weapons created using ancient technology. Devastated the land after beating the AI. Not all that powerful, but proves strength in numbers. Instantly despaired of both the world and the player. Big attack and speed boosts, evasion boost, and heavy shock and terror. Not bad. And of course, this is also worth noting. Look, there's a blue button. We have not seen a single blue barrier yet, right? But maybe there are some on this level, or maybe the blue button does something else entirely. I guess we'll find out when we get back there. Okay, check this out. I stand corrected. There is another button here, and yeah, it does just the plain old what the other green button does. So it looks like we've got kind of a combination situation. Some of the things we're going to have to do by switching buttons, and some without. I think my strategy is going to remain consistent, though. We'll see. Okay, so just a little progress report. I've done a lot of exploring, but as you can see, it's been mostly just empty space. You know, we got that one treasure chest, but I don't think we've got anything else yet at this point. And it's not like I've seen anything else and just passed it by, as far as I can tell. But as you can see, this level kind of has like a rectangles connected with straight, narrow paths kind of architecture, which means that it can be very time-consuming to kind of get from point A to point B. Anyway, just going to keep looking around. As you can see, there's a bunch of barriers. The only extra button I found so far is the one over on to the south of the starting point. So anyway, kind of just barely worth noting that there's this connection right here, where this is closed, but it's like barely even out of our way to get to it when it's not. Anyway. Okay, another treasure chest that's behind an open barrier. Here we've got Excaliborg sub-equipment. No, sub-equipment, dang it. There we are. Page 10. HP, attack, and magic, 216%. Spirit and physical, 64. Weapon with a name that's obviously two famous you-know-what's mashed together. Looks like a spiked club. Smashes a human's upper body into tiny bits, but no one knows if it's due to the weapon or the user. Fun. Well, here we are, just north of the, I guess, westbound barrier? That wasn't a barrier because of the ship's switch condition, but we got a treasure chest. And inside is some health tablets. We already have some of those, so it's not such a big deal, but we're almost done with this side. In fact, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, except for things that we can't get to because of the buttons, we're finished with this side. So, you know what? And you know what? All the connections to the other side are barriered, except for the one that the rock is blocking. You know, the rock right to the east of the relay point. So I'm actually thinking, let's go get the two things that are oh, there's one up there too. Yeah, let's flip the switch and see what we can do. Why not? But you know what we're going to do is we're going to flip the switch to the south and see what happens. Okay, that was a new enemy, and we lost 2 people, so we're gonna have to kick back out of here before the next fight. If we don't want people to start missing experience, but I made it to this button, and I figured that before we get maxing the encounter rate up to, say, 40 or so, we can go over here and at least clear this out. Really? There's just nothing there? Wow, that's total garbage. And we can't get to the treasure chest that was blocked away. So we're gonna head back to town. I'll do some leveling and all that good stuff, and we'll be right back down to do some more exploring in a minute. Okay, we're starting again. The button was pushed, but it was pushed while I was over in an area where I couldn't really do anything with it. So we're gonna start out by going south here. Because what I want to do, what I'd really like to do is I'd like to hook back over this way and grab this treasure chest. We'll probably get into a fight, but that's not a big deal. Now they're both resistant to that. Oof, look at that. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, those holy Keidamas are nuts. Alright. So, as promised, here's the treasure chest over here. Rhododendron dress. We have one of those already, so it's a good magic booster. And now I think let's go north. Right, we'll go over here. And, oh, there's another switch here. How about that? Oh, and a new enemy. Look at that. Looks like a friggin' transparent. Like a top or something. I don't know. Yeah, we gotta knock out those holy Keidamas, because they just hurt. Oh, and it ran! It must be worth like a huge amount of experience or something. Huh. Very strange. Yeah, take out the Keidamas first. Oof, nothing. Momiji doesn't have piercing. But Rumia does. Oh, and I guess she does too. Whatever. Alright, so that was standing right there. Okay, so... this looks like it gets us over into the... I don't know, we'll see. Oh yeah, look at that. This takes us to the middle of the level. Through here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Red exclamation point! Awesome, let's see what this is. Alright, another one of Kokoro's masks up here. It's good that I kind of checked this out before I went too crazy. But, oh goodness, another fight. There we go, that two-wheeled ghosty was a little difficult. Okay, let's make sure that this doesn't go anywhere special. But what I want to check out is the spot over here with the button. And the reason is because there's no other way in here to this lower part except by pushing this button. At least it looks like it. So what's down here? So yeah, what I want to do is I want to clear this area out and make sure that there's nothing. See, that's interesting. How would I ever get there if there's no button back here? There must be a button back here then, right? No, look at that. There's a way in over here. Sorta? Kinda? I'm confused. Did they just cycle our... They did! Look at that! Rumia's down. could cycle this again. Wow. Yeah, that did a lot of damage. We lost. No, we just got 1 TP left, so we got to pull her out of the rotation. Yeesh. Yeah, we'll push on like this. We've got 1 more battle or so on us, but we actually took a lot of hits this time. Can't get there. But we can get here. Here's a treasure chest. 88,000 money, big deal. Oh, there's the blue barrier. How did I miss that? Okay, the blue barrier gets us to a level 225 boss. Now, the one that still bugs me is this one over here. How do we get to the other side of that? Well, I'm very unsure. I mean, there must be another way in over here, right? No, maybe? Oh, these Hermit Kedama are crazy. They're extremely dangerous. Because they have a ton of hit points, and they also are, like, they have a bunch of really good utility abilities. Yeah, look at that. And we're done. We got kicked. Yeesh. Alright, well. Then we start again, right? I guess we can try going this way and see what happens. We got the water lily seal, and if we can just go north from here, does this get us where we need to be? Yes it does. Check that out. So that is a neat start. Is it? I mean, I guess if we can find a switch that we can reach without crossing a open barrier, then maybe we're okay. Of course, we got to deal with the enemies first. Okay, this is worth noting. We've got a locked chest over here, which I will do the usual save scum thing to open. And it looks like we may be able to find a way over to that one barrier on the west side, but I'm still looking around. Alright, here we are. Let's see what's in this locked chest. Spartan's Tome Magic, Spartan's Tome Mind, Philosopher's Stone. I mean, those are 2 pretty darn good items. What is this Philosopher's Stone? There it is. HP, MP, Magic and Mind, Mystic, and Debuff. Decent. I would say that that this is a pretty decent treasure chest, but not amazing. Anyway, we'll save scum as usual, and I'll see you in a second. This is weird. Check this out. There's a barrier here that I can get to 2 sides of from here, but like it's closed and it leads to a button. Figure that one out. Okay, we're starting to make a little progress over on the east side. As you can see, I'm right here and I've got a nice treasure chest that we can get to. Inside 3 life gems, which is nice because we're starting to actually collect jewels. And we don't have enough characters who've used up 10, is it 10? It's 10 gems. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, we're kind of making gradual progress, but yeah, we'll have to see what else we can get to from here. Okay, we are starting to kind of explore the east side of the level. We just found another treasure chest. This one's unlocked. Inside are 3 Holy Trees White Gem, which is a good material. Kind of a late game material, so which is nice. Or well, late regular game. Not incredible in the plus disc, but here it is. Okay, so with the current state of the button, we can't go any further east or south, as you can see. There is one place that we can go, and I probably can't get there without a fight, but you can see it's just to my east. There's an open thing that I haven't checked, so we'll get there real quick. Oh, this is not a bad fight either. Does a lot of damage. So does that. I mean, Aya has like a bajillion TP at this point. Okay, so we saw this earlier. There's a button here. If we press this button, what does it do? I think it lets us get all the way over to the other side. I think we can go this way, and we can make it to that open thing on the west side. It's probably going to be a fight or two to get over there, but let's do it. Let's see what's over there. We gotta clear out everything, right? Possibly worth noting that there was a unbarriered spot right to our south that we could go through here, and yeah, we can go there now, but like it's hard to get there else in another way, as you can see. But we're making our way over. We'll be there in a minute. Okay, we made it. So the trick was to come in from the north, hit that button that's over on the west, and then make your way across the level this way. And you're... no. Really? You're kidding me. There's nothing here. And you know what the fact that there's nothing here means? It means actually that there is something here, but that we haven't reached the requirements for it yet. So that means that we're going to have to make this run again later, which, you know, whatever. But, yeah, a bit of a pain there. Alright, well... I was hoping for, like, anything, but I guess I should have realized. Anyway, I'm gonna keep exploring. We've still got plenty of the level to look around and explore, so I'm gonna just keep working on that. Bit of a letdown, though. All that way for nothing. Although if we're probably behind in, like, one of the red exclamation points somewhere, and if we had all of the red exclamation points, there would be one here too, but not yet. Okay, headed a little bit south and a little bit west, and it looks like we found another treasure chest. A time cap. We have 1 or 2 of those already, I think, so it's nothing special, but it's not a bad item. It's like in the 7th or 8th page, something like that, so pretty decent. Okay, found another green button over here. This one looks like it might let us get to the southwest side of the level. Although the alternative option is to head further east, over here. You see this? Ah, what the heck, let's do it. So we'll head over this way, and this will let us head south from here, where we couldn't before. So we'll just keep moving along, but probably this is going to lead us to the blue button. We'll see. Check it out, here's a button over here. If we hit this one, this gets us to the blue button. Oh, it's just an orb. We can walk on it. Hold on, let's see what this is. Hachi said it sounded special, but all it did is open that one up to the north of the stairs to fight the boss and head further up. I mean, that's a thing, but it's not like an amazing thing. But we've still got a little chunk of like unexplored pink area where there's not really anything there, but we do want to clear it out, so we'll do that. And then we'll try to see if we can hit that eastbound little spot. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we made it. So, what we had to do is we had to come in from the north. So, if you head, you know, west a little bit, then you go north, and then you go west again, and then you go south. And that's how you get to here. A sub-equipment Fatima. Okay, that's good stuff. It is looking like we have cleared this whole level. Am I crazy? I don't see anything we've missed. We've got two areas where there were like 3x3 spots, but nothing there. Might be worth. Well, it'll show up as a red exclamation point if one spawns there, I assume. That usually has happened in the past, or like a purple boss or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna head back home, and then we're gonna need to get our, our boss fighting team together, I think. So we'll do that, and then once we've done that, we'll take on that next boss. So let's do that. We'll be right back. Okay, here we are, back on 22F. I've leveled us down to 225, and we've got a boss here. I mean, this is a decent party, not like super amazing, but we got a couple of our hard hitters, a couple of someone who can use poison. So it's been a decent party, but we'll see what we're up against because I have no idea. Are we going to be up against shadows, or are we going to be up against like a character who thinks that we're under the control of the shadows, or who knows what? Let's find out. Alright, it's Miko time. Let's see what she's got. She's by herself, so we don't have to worry about, like, too much turn density on her part. And she's almost certainly an attack type. Well, let's give this a shot and see how well we do. Oh, do you see that? It looks like she changes her elements too. She is now weak against darkness, whereas she was normal to darkness just a second ago. This could go really well, or it could go really poorly. I love it. Looks like first try for me, this time. Alright. We had to beat her like 3 times, but we just kept doing damage. Fortunately, she was weak to dark and physical, which gave some of our heavy hitters a really good advantage. As you can see, she dropped the 7-star sword as well as a couple of jewels. Now it's time for some story. Okay, so they won't let me go upstairs until we head back to town, so let's do it. Fortunately, we didn't have to do that second fight, which is kind of nice, I guess. All right, a new party member. Let's check her out. Toyosatomimi no Miko. Quite a name. What have we got at level 1? Decent hit points. She's a magic type, not an attack type. I was wrong. Low TP, but good MP. And kind of slightly below average, but decent defense in mind. Low speed. Alright, let's see what she is when we level her all the way up. $20 million. 40. There we go. 265. She ends up with decent HP, pretty good MP. You know, decent. Her mind starts to get okay. Her defense is still a little low. Her magic is decent. Her speed is still pretty low. I guess we'll throw all this into magic, and she'll need some library levels before she can like survive a hit. But there is Toyosatomimi no Miko. Let's throw her in the party for a second. And let's see what her skills are like. Okay. HP, magic, and affinity boost. That's a pretty good set of choices, and we'll just bump those up because why wouldn't we? She has 260 points. Let's look at her passives. Okay. Asuka Heritage Attack. When the user is at full HP, all attacks ignore 40% of enemy defenses. So as long as she's at full hit points, she has piercing. Yes. When Futo is at the front, Asuka Heritage Attack will always be active, and the amount of defenses ignored is increased from 40 to 66%. Wow. Yes. True Administrator. When the user gets a turn, if frontliners' combined current HP is at 300% or more, T-Admin G activates, increasing users' attack and magic by 16%. If it is at 200% or less, E activates, increasing users' defense, mind, and speed by 24%. So this is one of those things where if you're gonna use so in order to 300% or more. I mean, let's get it. My wonder is that, like, is 400%, like, everybody has full hit points, like 100%? And then is 200% everybody is at half or less kind of level? Or is this one of those things where it relies on, what's her name? Erin's ability to increase health, but that only goes up to, like, 150%, doesn't it? Or at most 200. So it has to be what I'm thinking of, where like all 4 people at 100% is 400%. That's almost certainly how it has to work, unless it's bugged, which it might be bugged. Who knows? Oh, doubles the effect of equipment. Yes. The effective stat buffs on the user is increased by 20%. The user's maximum stat buff is increased from 100 to 120%. Sure. Upon the user's turn, if MP is full, all stats increase by 6% per level. We can not worry about that one for now because, you know, usually her first turn will be to throw some spell card out. So this will only have an effect like in the first round of the first fight that she shows up in. So we'll pass on that for the time being. We've got 3 spell cards. Tradition of Just Rewards, Single Enemy Mystic, Magic Deck with added accuracy. If T-Admin G is active, G is you have a decent amount of hit points. E is the lower. If it's G, then it's Spirit, and it reduces all stats of the target. If E is active, the spell becomes Dark, and it may dispel the target's buffs. Sure. We'd have to check her status at the start of each turn to see what it's going to do, but that is useful either way. Spirit spell targets all enemies, high power, very large damage multiplier, but one of the worst delays. Well, that's alright, we know how to deal with delays. You know, have Aya swap people in and out. Wishful Soul of Desire, 4 MP, Spirit, single ally. Recovers a small amount of an ally's HP. If the target is inflicted with ailments or debuffs, the HP recovery will be increased, and also recovers MP. Sure, why not? And then we'll take that too, because we have the points for it. We'll have to give her a subclass, but that'll probably come later. For the moment, we'll put her back into the what do you call it? We'll take Tenchi out for a little while. We'll also definitely want to like pair Miko up with Futo as much as we can. All right. So the next thing to do, I think, is to head up to 23. But probably worth wondering how much time I've got to do like editing and stuff this week. Give me just a second. I will hop out and check things, and then we'll be right back with whatever is going to be next. See you in a second. Alright, I looked it up, and I've only recorded a little over 2 hours of footage, so let's keep going a little further. Let's see what is up on 23. Maybe we'll find our way to like our first major roadblock and then stop there. Let's see what we got. The Golden Skyway, tormented by the four gods. I mean, I hope the plan is something better than let's climb to the top of the tree and beat up the Yamata no Orochi. But I'm wondering. Okay, so it's my plan plus a barrier. It was a pretty decent guess. right there at the end, it kind of occurred to me that it seems like Maruso was channeling her inner Forrest Gump. Anyway, we've got ourselves a relay point and a new floor to explore. And a rock. Of course we have a rock. What do we got? The power of the Great Earth Barrier. Well, of course it's going to require we have a special barrier to take down the barrier. Why wouldn't it? Wait, there's stairs here. Check this out. It's like a set of stairs up, like right there. Hold on, we can use... What happens if we go up here? The Moonstone Road to Heaven with a spectacular view. Now, there's no relay point within easy reach here, which I guess is fine. We probably don't want to get in a fight with these upper level enemies immediately, but we can use it to reset our encounter counter here. And it can get us to a treasure chest without getting into a fight. Which I'm all for. Treasure chest, bam. Weapon recipe set 3. Oh, nice. This is a special item. Yeah, number 3. You can create more equipment with it. In fact, let's go back down and check it out. We haven't done much in Nidori's workshop, but this gives us... That's it? I guess it's 4 more items, right? Infinite Bandana, Metal Gear Solid, Ribbon. We already have one of those. That's Final Fantasy. Knife of Ecstasy, we already have one of those, but someone hasn't equipped. I think Wriggle might. And then we have a Dragon Slaying Falchion, which is a weapon that we do not have. Increases damage by 20% when hit weaknesses. Okay. Alright, back up to 23. Ooh, we've got tunnels, we've got red exclamation points. We've got everything here. I mean, probably some new enemies too, honestly. Right? When has this game not given us new enemies on a new floor? Now, let's find out what the new enemies are. None of these are new. Alright, well, then I'll just skip through this and we'll get to exploring, and if I happen to find new enemies or treasure chest or something like that, I'll let you guys know. Well, check this out. 4 rocks in a row. We're just a little bit to the west of the relay point that lets us in here, and what does this require? Power of the Great Fire Barrier. Okay, so we're gonna have to make all these barriers before we can actually, like, get through the rocks. I'm alright with that, but it is something that means that it's gonna be a while before we get there. Oh well. Okay, this looks like a relay point, but I think it's actually one of those wind points from the 21st floor. Oh, and we're gonna need to find a button for it first. Good to know. Here's another one, but again, we can't use it yet, which is a shame, but oh well. Here's another wind thing. Again, we can't use it. And check this out, I've actually explored the whole chunk of this level that I can explore. We actually need to go up to level 24. Is that crazy or what? This is not a common occurrence in this game, but here it is. Once we actually get, I guess we're going to need to get the earth barrier done first. That'll get us through the rock that you can see on screen. That gets us to the blue switch. The blue switch opens up the wind things. Red exclamation points, treasure chests, all that good stuff. So I'm going to have the 24 and we're going to see what is up there instead. Alright, I mean, I'm just going to start looking around, just the way I normally do. It looks like we got another kind of square pattern thing going on. which is kind of time-consuming to explore, but, you know, so be it. We'll be back as soon as I find something interesting. Okay, we're up here on 24, and we found a locked chest. So we'll do the usual save scum thing with this. But as you can see, this level is kind of set up as like an expanding series of squares with kind of interlocking bits and kind of tunnels and stuff. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of different pink places for us to like explore new areas, and you can clearly see that one of them just dead ends, and I just hadn't checked it. But like 3 more, and they go out, and they're probably going to go to another kind of concentric square pattern, but we'll see. Also, I've done like 4 or 5 battles, and so far no new enemies, just slightly higher level versions of enemies we've seen over on 22. So, with that said, I'm going to keep looking around, and we'll see what is next. Alright, we've got a lock chest up here on 24. Let's see what this is and do the usual save scum thing. Open it up. A romancing stone. Small bros mushrooms. That's it. Let's see what those do. Oh wow, we've filled out page 9 if we have those items. Small bros mushrooms are mind, mystic spirit, dark, and physical. Wow, that's really good. And then romancing stone is magic, and fire, cold, wind, and nature. Those are good items. I mean, if we end up in a fight with a boss where like it's using specific specific capabilities, and we want to capitalize on it, we might actually come back for this one earlier than some of the other ones, because this is pretty good. Although we might be able to make them at Neateries too. Who knows? Anyway, that's what's in that chest, and we'll be right back. Okay, I went through 2 of the pink spots that we saw in the last section, and they both connected to each other with nothing really interesting in between them. But they led me to a spot where there's a treasure chest, which is nice. Inside is a transfer man, very good item, and also a dead end, which leaves me with only 1 valid pink spot to continue exploring. Kind of crazy if you ask me. Okay, now we're talking. Heavenly Devourer. That is a new creature. And it's like a palette swap of that. Was it level 15 or 16? There's a dragon boss over there, I think. It looks pretty similar. But anyway, let's see what this thing is like to fight, and can Yugi take it down? Okay, it was tough, had some decent hit points, but was not really that crazy hard. Alright, let's get back to exploring and we'll see what we find next. Okay, we're not there yet, but it's worth noting that there are 2 pits over on the edge of the screen, over on the right side, near Kasen's head. Can you see it? And one near the counter. So we're also going to be dealing with pits on this level, and I'm not sure if I can get there without a fight, but there's a just to my south and to my east, there's a staircase downward. So it looks like we might have a case where there's a couple of floors that are kind of intertwined, maybe like those fire floors were, or something like that. But anyway, just figured that was worth noting, because we are going to be falling down those pits eventually. But yeah, nothing too interesting yet. Okay, we wrapped around over to another dead end, but there is a treasure chest here. Inside an Excalibur, which we already have one of. Okay, another new enemy, Scorching Planet, with a sprite so large that it doesn't fit on the screen. How do we want to do this? We're going to bring in Iku, because we need Iku to take out those Vajra seeds. Yeah, do it. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, if we can get rid of those Vajra seeds, we're not in too bad a shape. We can bring Rainbow in, maybe. Yeah, it just hits really hard. That's not going to do anything because it's resistant. Yeah, we might be in trouble. Someone do something. Oh god, it's powerful. Can we survive a hit or two from this? Jeez. It drops a Brilliant Divine Jewel, which is something I think we already have. A lot of money, I guess? Hopefully it's a rare creature and we don't have to fight too many of them, because wow, that thing just... Like, once it got going, it just started wiping us. It had a low delay fire attack that just did massive damage. Okay, we found something. There's a cross of tunnels here. And they appear to do what you expect them to do. Yeah, okay, good. It's just a little two-way thing. Like down in the basement. And where does it go? Well, it doesn't lead to those treasure chests, I'll tell you that. Let's see where it leads. Not to that treasure chest either. Ah, but to this red exclamation hit point, it does lead. So this is cool. Let's see what this is. Special item Elemental Circle Earth. Huh. Otherwise it's just a dead end. Let's see what this says. Elemental Circle Earth. There it is. A giant elemental circle prepared by Miko to banish the evil aura at the top of the Great Tree. Made more powerful with the help of the Ame no Murakumo. Controls the concept of the Earth element. Other thing worth checking... I wonder, does it change this? No. Okay. Well, still have plenty to explore, so I'm just going to keep looking around. Okay, this is the other side of the tunnel, and we got to it from the outside, not the inside, which I find a little surprising. But it just takes us to a dead end here, so that's not amazingly interesting. Oh well. Okay, looks like we got a treasure chest here. Inside, a barrier glove. Is that new? I feel like that's something we have already, but I could be wrong. Barrier glove. Yeah, we have one already. Defense plus 400 though. Very good item if you need to boost someone's defense. Especially if you have someone who specializes in defense, and then you just basically put that on them and they don't take any damage from physical attacks. Could be useful against certain bosses. So just for fun, I did a quick run into the 4th floor of the Infinity Corridor, and look at what I picked up down there in Orihhalcum. Very good material. If I remember correctly, it's available down here near the... Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, 20 gems worth. Which is, I mean, is pretty good. And we got a couple of gems, nothing too special. What we gotta do is we gotta start getting people who have skill points to spare, either Spartan's Tomes or Insight Tomes, one or the other. And probably some gems too, but that'll require some grinding in the Infinity Corridor. But, I mean, we can go to Nidoraz real quick. Is there anything here that requires Orihhalcum? Not here. Oh! I don't see anything demanding Orihhalcum yet. So we must have, like, sequence broke, effectively. Because we don't have anything that even needs that yet. So we'll save it up for a rainy day, but it's a very nice item. We now have 148 items that we can produce, including prism specs, ... Also some fun stat. The 4th Karasawa rifle. All stats plus 240%. Crazy. HP and attack plus 412%. I mean, this is some ridiculous stuff. But as you can see, the stuff that you need to produce it is also quite rare. So who knows? We may find a need for one of these later on, but not right now, for sure. Anyway, yeah, I just figured that was worth showing real quick, because that's a pretty rare item that we got. And it just goes to show that even in the lower levels of the Infinity Corridor, there can be loot down there that's worth getting. So, see you in a minute. So we did the Earth thing a minute ago. And does that count for this? Power of the Great Earth Barrier. Yeah, there we go. So we've actually opened up the rest of this floor. We don't get to the red exclamation point, unfortunately, but we do get to this one. Blah, 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 blah. Make the wind stronger. Flip it and take one more step forward on our quest. Okay. Wind on 23 and 24. It's both. So we haven't found those yet on 24, but I guess they're coming. We've got... Ooh, it looks like we got lots of little tiny things. Here's some upstairs. Where does this take us? Oh, story. What? This is weird. Excellent. So story bit aside, look where these stairs took us, all the way down here. Does this match where we are related to the thing and the other thing? Yes, it does look like it's basically the same area. But what it means is that we've got, yeah, 2 connected floors with multiple staircases between them. And I haven't even finished that first area. But I figure this is worth checking out. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking around, we'll see what happens next. Okay, we've got our first wind thingy on level 24. Let's see where this takes us. At least it looks like it's 2-way. We've got a bunch of rocks laying around, which are going to be potential trouble. We're going to have to find the right elemental things to open them up. Fire barrier, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so as you can see from my map, until I have some more barriers taken care of, there's nothing I can really do here except get this one treasure chest, which has some nice cash in it. Okay, 200,000 is not bad. There's another treasure chest to the north, and 2 pits nearby, but we're just going to basically have to go back via that wind thing to the first place where we came in via the stairs, down to the, you know, here. So we'll be right back, and I'll let you guys know next time I find something interesting. Okay, we've got a fairly difficult fight here, looks like. A new enemy, Bearer of the Sun, Supreme Mushroomer, that's also new, and then a Scorching Planet, which we had trouble with last time. Hopefully we can take this on, but they might actually wipe us, who knows. We'll start by herbing Cherno. Let's see if we can slow them down a bit. Nope! Well, that slowed them down. Komachi, you're up. Harb her. Oh my goodness. Oh, it still didn't take it down completely. That's crazy. We got a couple of deaths, which is good. We're gonna bring her up to move again. Take out that shaman. Just in time. Planet's down. Countered it for no reason. And then hopefully Kassen gets a chance to bring this thing down with her cursed arm. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, we probably should... I mean, if we're gonna fight those regularly, we want some fire defense, but I don't know. Anyway, tough fight, 1 new enemy, worth looking at. Alright, another treasure chest over here. Grab it, and inside is an item discovery weekly. I mean, the more of those we can collect, the better. Just more loot for us. Is there anything... Oh, yep, another treasure chest right here. Infinity Gem. Not as special as they used to be, but still not bad. And just gotta keep looking around. Okay, 1 more treasure chest. Deity Emperor's Uniform, very good item. I think it's not our first one, or I think the other ones we have are equipped. Because it's like way up here. Yeah, up in 10. But it's really good for magic and mind, even some HP and defense. So I'm pretty sure one of our magic users has that equipped. But that's the second one, so very nice. We're starting to collect a pretty good range of that high-level equipment so that we don't have to, like, you know, pick and choose who stays equipped in the party, which is nice. quick note, there is a Supreme Mushroomer and an Ultimate Mushroomer. Different creatures for whatever reason. Gotta get rid of that Angel's Ring. Alright, worth noting, we've explored this whole area. There are pits near the edges of this area, but we can't get to them from here, so we'll have to do it somehow else. Anyway, we're headed back down to 23, and from here, I guess we'll try this wind thing. And it flies us all the way north. To what? A treasure chest? No, not even a treasure chest. Literally a dead end. Huh. Okay. You know, whatever, game. At least it's not confusing, right? We got two others to try. That one's short and leads to something significant in size. So I'll get back to you when I find something interesting. Well, we found another locked chest. We'll do the usual save scum thing, but that's another one that we have to deal with. And as you can see, there's still quite a bit to explore over here on the west side of 23. So I'm just gonna keep looking around. Alright, here we are. Let's find out what's inside this locked chest. We'll do the usual save scum thing. We'll unlock it. Holy Sword Verdelic. Barrier Glove. Ether Doubler. Schwarzschild Horizon. Oh, wow. If I know my stuff, those are all 400% boosters. Oh, 7-star sword. All stats 128, all affinities 128. That's very good. Thank you, Miko. Let's see. Where is it? Schwarzschild Horizon, mine. Ether Doubler, magic. Barrier Glove, death. And Verdelic, 400. That's a pretty good thing to open for, like, equipment if you are in need of that little bit of equipment boost. But, you know, the mind and the defense are not especially useful this late in the game. And there's plenty of opportunities to get the 240s and the 320s in general. I don't know. It's a decent treasure chest, but we don't need to open it right now. Maybe we'll open it later when we're under some kind of, what do you call it, pressure. But for now, that's our locked treasure chest over here on 23, and we'll be right back. Okay, check this out. We've got another set of stairs leading up. Little area over here. It doesn't look like it's going to be too big, but it looks like it might take a little time to explore. But, well, we'll see what's up here. Why not? Okay, we found a red exclamation point. Is it going to be something good, or is it going to be another elemental barrier? Oh, it's Koishi. Okay, a new character in an unexpected place. I'm totally alright with that. Once we run out of TP up here, we'll go down to the village and check out what she is up to. And what kind of skills she has and all that good dungeon crawly stuff. So, I'm gonna finish exploring this little area, and, well, we'll see what happens next, so hold tight, I'll be right back. Okay, we found a treasure chest. We almost got this little chunk taken out. Dragon slaying falchion. That's one of the main equipments we got in Nidari's shop, isn't it? Hold on, let's see what it does. Yeah, damage by 20% when hitting weaknesses. So, very useful for characters that I use against weaknesses. Less useful for characters that I use because of their piercing, for instance. But as you can see, I've cleared out this whole area. There was nothing here. Well, the Koishi was here, so that's nice. But yeah, other than that, it's just kind of a dead end. I guess. Is there anything obvious to look at down here? I mean, I guess. We've got a bunch of people with like 1 TP left, so we're like right on the edge of having to head back to town anyway. But if we can fight like one more battle, we might be able to clear this area out. Well, in fact, you know what we can do? Duh. Oh, wow. Just run. I almost never use escape, but if we want to just finish this one little area before we get out. Here we've got another wind thing. We're not going to explore it right now, but we'll come back later. That dead ends, that dead ends. That dead ends. Come on. Oh man. Escape. There we go. And treasure chest. Cool. So this clears out this chunk, although we haven't checked that wind thing heading north. Well, let's grab this treasure chest, head back to town. Health tablets. Good item. We have a couple of them already. Let's see what Koishi can do. So, Koishi. Oh, wow. We got 2 empty slots behind her. That's kind of cool. So she starts out, ooh, good hit points, magic type, weak defense, average mind, very good evasion, 54. That might be that might be like the highest evasion in the game, which makes sense. She has that whole unconscious thing going on. Let's level her up and see what she looks like up when we've used up these 72 million experience points. It's so ridiculous. The numbers in this game balloon out. Oh, 200. Oh, 40 million. There we go. Level 277. That gives her... yeah, HP is meh. Magic is okay. Defense is not good. Mind is okay. Speed is pretty decent. Let's bump up her magic with these points. And check out her skills and stuff. Okay, come on. No, I need to go for the village. We'll swap out Tenchi. Alright, Koishi, what do you got? Okay, MP, Mind, and Evasion. I mean, there's no reason not to grab all of those. Although, I guess in theory you could give Mind a miss if you were short on points. Let's look at passives and stuff. Okay. Earth Spirit's Palace Party. So that's going to be, you know, Satori, Rin, Utsuho, them. So we can put her in a party with them and get extra stats. If she's in the front with Hijiri, she copies 1/3 of all Hijiri's stat buffs. If the user has a higher stat buff active, that specific stat buff will not be copied over. So it's positive only. We'll throw that in, why not? When the user evades an attack, ATB increases by 3,000. Yes. Give me more levels if you can. When the user takes an attack that targets the entire front line, defense, mind, and evasion is increased by 8% per level. When the user takes an attack that targets the entire front line. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take all of that. Subconscious genetics. When the user fails to evade an enemy attack, the subconscious genetics counter goes up by 1. When the counter's at 1 or more, the The evasion rate increases by counter times 10%. Successfully evading an attack sets the counter to 0. Eh, not so bad. I don't know what the leveling does. It doesn't say what the levels do. Does it increase the number of S genetics counters you can get? I don't know. Expansion of consciousness increases MP recovery rate by 1 per level. That's fantastic. We go for that. All right, we got 4 spell cards. Embers of Love, Fire, Single Enemy, Low Accuracy. Super Ego, all enemies void, very high accuracy. Wow. Okay, we'll fill that one up. Bedside Ancestors, all enemies mystic, plain accuracy. Increases greatly if target is inflicted with terror or silence, and even more if the target has both. Sure, why not? Selfless Love, single ally void. Dispels all ailments and stat changes. If stat buffs or debuffs are dispelled, the target will recover HP in proportion to total stat buff and debuffs dispelled. It sounds like it could be useful against certain enemies. And we'll fill that up just for the heck of it. Alright. Well, we have another new character to play around with when we get some library levels for her. We have a little bit of money, but nothing too special. Might need to do some grinding or something like that if we want more money. But yeah, that's Koishi. She seems like she could be useful. High evasion is always nice. And we'll pop in... I don't know, how about you, Yuko? We haven't used her in a while. Yeah. So, I'm thinking this is probably a good place to call it for this week. I've got about... what would it be? A little over 3.5 hours worth of material to cut through, but we've explored... What did we explore? We explored 22 and part of 23 and part of 24, so let's say it's pretty good progress. The boss density is a little lower than usual, but I'm okay with that. It's always kind of more fun to do the exploring. So we will call it here, and I will say this has been episode 36 of Labyrinth of Touhou, the game that I'm playing right now. And yeah, next time we'll do some more exploring up in the upper levels, maybe fight a boss or two, and maybe I'll do some Infinity Corridor grinding, get us some gems or something like that. I want more gems. I'm getting gem thirsty. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.